Hello everyone, very good morning. Just give me some moment and we will be starting soon. Fine, so hope you were able to hear me properly. I'm just unmuting you in case if you want to speak, you can speak.
Yeah. Everything is clear.
Thank you. Mm, and I'm also allowing you to chat over here. So you can chat freely over here in case if you have any question or anything, you can ask here in the chat box. So now we are good to go ahead. I will quickly share this meeting link also. Some people are facing problem. Just give me a second. Fine. So once you see my PPT, just please let me know. Hope it's visible for everyone. You are able to see my PPT.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for confirmation. And now we are good to go ahead. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to mute everyone so that there will not be any trouble. But in case if you have any query, any question, feel free to write here in the chat box and I will be responding over here. So Let's go and start. I'm just going to start this recording. Hello everyone, very good morning and welcome to the ABAP on HANA basic live training. In this, in fact, this is the demo for the live training. It's not actually live training. We'll be starting the live training from Monday in morning at 7 a.m. So this is a demo, and in this demo, I'm going to show you like what are the topics I'm going to cover and why this training is important to attend. So it's going to be around half an hour like session, not a longer session, where I will take you through the syllabus which I'm going to cover and some important point about this training, why we should learn, and uh, some important stuff related with HANA also we are going to learn and understand in this particular demo session. So let's go ahead. But before going ahead, I just want to know from you guys, what's your number of year of experience in ABAP? So if you can just write here your number of year of experience in ABAP, it will be great. Just go ahead and keep on writing. Kumar 1.5, Aarti 1 plus, other people, Rahul 5, yes, Sai Kiran 2, okay, 4615, fine. So this is good. This is good. So in this training, actually, you have seen over here, I have mentioned the basic. What does it mean, the basic? You know, so earlier when I used to conduct the ABAP on HANA training, it used to have a very big syllabus, and content used to go around 70 hours, 75 hours, 65 hours, 70 hours, like that, depends, like, but it used to be like average 70 hours of content. So what I saw that some people were able to attend till 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, like that, and later like they dropping, or they were not able to continue. Means they have done the payment and everything, but they were not being regular over there. So that was problem for me, and for them also, right? Because if you are committed somewhere, then you should continue till the end. So keeping that thing in mind, what I did now, I have split that bigger ABAP on HANA syllabus into two part. Now there are two part. One, so part one, I am telling ABAP on HANA basic, ABAP on HANA basic. This also we can tell like new ABAP, because mostly in this I'm covering new OpenSQL, new syntaxes, new performance techniques, and the basics of HANA, like concept of the row storage and column storage, then the EPM model, enterprise procurement model. This basics of this should we know, because this is going to be used in order to see the different code push down techniques. So at this moment, it will not be clear. I know, once I will start explaining, it will be more clear. So you just understand over here, the big ABAP on HANA, which used to be on average like 70 hours of training materials. It used to be a huge, where everything like which comes under the ABAP on HANA, I used to cover in detail from scratch to advanced level. So divided into two parts now. One is the part one, ABAP on HANA basic, and another will be the ABAP on HANA advanced under the part two. Okay. So this is under the part two, ABAP on HANA advanced. So in ABAP on HANA advanced, see, under the part one, when I'm talking about the new ABAP here, I told you new OpenSQL, then new syntaxes, like which is applicable from NetWeaver 7.40. It's very important to learn because most of the people are using, and if you have to debug or analyze the code, like if you are there in the support project also, it's important to learn and understand the new syntaxes, new OpenSQL and all, right? So this is what another here I will be covering the new performance, new traceage and performance improvement techniques over here, like SQLM, SWLT, all these T codes we'll be talking about. Then the basics of like HANA architecture, where we'll be talking about the row storage, the concept of row storage and column storage. This is also very important to understand very fast, right? Then we have the EPM model over here. So in EPM model, we generally talk about the OIS scenario. So OIS scenario means open item analysis scenario. This is one business scenario, which we talk in this EPM model. And this is important in order to demonstrate the use of different code push down techniques. Now, what is the code push down techniques? We are going to see that. Don't worry. So till now, what we understood, this big syllabus has been split into two parts, part one and part two. So in this particular training, I'm going to cover this much only, and fee will be also accordingly, like it will be a very minimal fee so that everyone can afford and they can learn it easily, because it has been splitted into two parts. In the part two is going to be bigger, you know. So in this part two, we are going to talk about the HANA modeling, like information model, information model. So date for this part two and all, I will be again announcing once it is going to complete. And how actually I'm planning that, see, part one, when I'm going to start, after completion of this part one, it's going to be around for 15 days, like a month, you can say, or maybe 20 to 25 days, like that. Okay, total will be 12 classes. It go up to 15 classes, but because it's going to be there on the weekdays, so including Saturday and Sunday, all these things I'm telling, it will go around 20 to 25 days, like that. Okay, so part one kind of session I'm going to conduct three times, three means part one will be conducted again after 20 days. I'm going to conduct this part one. You can join that for free again, like you don't have to pay again and again. If you want to revise, you can join this part one again for free. New students who is going to join in this part one, they will have to pay again after completion of the part one. Second times, third times also I'm going to start the same. Three times I will be starting this part one and completing this one. Then after combining all the students, whoever is interested to learn the advanced ABAP on HANA, I'm going to put them together. So because once this three times is going to happen, most of the students where my drop rate was very high, like, after 15 or 20 days of having the good student count, people were dropping, maintaining the consistency is little difficult, right? We all know. So just in order to remove that and avoid that, this particular model I'm trying to, check, and I will see like how much it's going to be useful. What do you think? Can you write here in the comment box, like what do you think that this approach means? Part one, again, if you're going to miss in first 20 days, in another 20 days again you can start and you can join. You don't have to pay anything for that. Again, second time also you are going to miss, then the third time also you can join, and then at last this I'm going to start this part two. And again, the next time when I will be starting second time this part two and all, there also you can join. Means once you are going to join any of these courses, second time when I'm going to start this course, you can join for free. You don't have to, pay again. Okay, so what is the OpenSQL and new OpenSQL? Yeah, this is what actually we are going to cover in this part one. Okay, the current ABAP on HANA basic training will be covering these particular topics. Okay. So OpenSQL and new OpenSQL, this is what we will be. See, as an ABAPer, you should know the OpenSQL, right? OpenSQL means already the existing SQL. OpenSQL also we know like old OpenSQL, you know. A new OpenSQL is having some rules like I will show you today in the today's demo session. I will take one example of the new OpenSQL and I'm going to show you that one. But can you tell me like, are you able to understand what I am trying to tell, like how I am going to conduct these sessions now onwards? Is it, are you able to find it like, it's meaningful or what? I just want to know your suggestion about this. ABAP on HANA part 1, you know, 3 times will be conducted. Once this is going to be, you know, completed, then ABAP on HANA, this advanced one, we are going to conduct. So just I want to, understand, know your opinion. If you can write here in the chat box, like it's fine, or some like if you have some feedback or something like that, you can let me know over here. Like Anita has written nice approach, right? And other people, what do you think? Feel free to see, like you can give the true feedback. It's not like, other people is telling good, then you also have to write good, you know. You have to tell like your true opinion so that I can accordingly change if it is required, because this is the first time when uh, okay, here's a very good question. It is good, but to complete part 1 and 2, it may take 4 to 6 months. No, it will not take 4 to 6 months. 23 just 60. This is going to be like 2 months. And then for part 2, again, it is going to take like 1 month. 3 months it will take for sure. 3 months it will take, but it's a kind of multiple division, see the advantage, like, this is a drawback. I can understand it will go up to 3 months, but when I conduct the regular session for ABAP on HANA on weekend, that also go for 3 to 4 months, because of the huge and because that is there only on the weekend. This I'm conducting on the weekdays, so it's going to be faster. And I think 3 to 4 months normally, uh, it should be fine if the syllabus is huge, right? And if you want to complete from scratch to advance, all right? Yeah, but good point. Okay, so good. Can you please for advanced oops ABAP? Yeah, that will be starting again, like, for oops ABAP. This AMDP and CDS view will be covered. So let me tell you over here in the part 2, we are going to have this HANA modeling, the CDS and AMDP, AMDP, and this is the SQL script. So part 2 is going to be bigger actually. Here in the part 2, HANA modeling, we are going to cover CDS, AMDP, SQL scripts. Because without SQL script, we will not be able to learn AMDP. Without SQL script, we will not be able to learn. In the CDS, we have a concept of CDS table function. So we are going to learn from scratch to advance the SQL script. It is not like, just simple, not like that. Once you learn the SQL script, your native HANA development skill will be also improved. Okay. Yes, Eclipse will be required. True. Yeah, Hitesh is telling instead of 2, repeat, make it 2, repeat part 1 and part 2. Yeah, that is also good suggestion. We can do this, instead of making 3 times repetition, we can do 2 times. This is feasible. Okay. So let us see, like, we can do this. I welcome this suggestion. Yes. This is good one. Like that, if you can come across some wonderful suggestion, it will be really great. So oops ABAP. So here, like, AMDP and CDS is going to be there in part 2, SQL script, and here, like, CDS performance. This is a big syllabus actually in part 2. I will take you through the part 2 syllabus as well. Okay. ALV IDA. We are having here ALV IDA. Then what else? HANA search, or HANA search or text. So like that. So these are the important points of these, part 2. So all the important stuff, and here list report, the few elements list report also we are going to cover. Few elements based list report, O data from CDS, and in CDS, of course, you have the different topics, right? What are the different topics? Like association, you have path expression, then you have VDM concept, right? Virtual data model. In virtual, you have the basic, composite, and consumption. So all these things we are going to discuss in detail. So this is just an overview. There are so many subtopics inside this. I will be sharing you the syllabus of part 2 as well, that we are going to cover once this part 1 is going to complete. So maybe part 1 we can keep 2 times, so that the very first time if someone is going to miss again, they can attend in the part 2, and then after when 2 times we are going to complete this part 2, then the sorry, part 1, then after we can start the part 2. So overall the picture is like this. Okay, ALE IDOC will be covered in that is the part of core ABAP. So core ABAP also I'm going to start. I will let you know the date and time, all those things. Okay, planning to from when to start and all. So there you can, like, you can join. As of now, you can take the video course and then you can go through. Fine. uh let's try to understand, the part 1, ABAP on HANA part 1, which is like nothing but the new ABAP or ABAP on HANA basic, we can tell. You can also tell the new ABAP or ABAP on HANA basic. So this is going to be like, let's suppose it will go up to 25 days, right? Then the part 1, again we are going to repeat here. Again you can join if you want, like if you have missed or if you want to revise. This is again going to take somewhere like 20 to 25 days. I think 20 days should be sufficient. 25 days will not be required. 20 days maximum is going to, because class is going to be there on the weekdays in morning 7 a.m. Okay, and then after, instead of, I was thinking to have 3 times, but I think 2 times also should fine. Later also, like, we can decide how it's going to be, but at this moment let's think that part 1 we can do it 2 times, and then we can go for the part 2. This part 2 is going to take around 35 days minimum, 35 to 40 days, like that. You can think of 35 days to 40 days. Okay, and for part 2, this also we can keep it on morning, on weekdays. Okay, means we will see from the students, like if they are willing for weekdays, we can keep it on weekdays. It's part 2 is very important, in fact, where the CDS, AMDP, all these things we are going to cover. So maybe we can put the poll and take their convenient time, and most of the people, whatever they will be preferring the convenient time, accordingly what we can do, that we can set up. So either it's going to be, it's the time will be fixed in morning because I'm available only in morning. It can be there either on weekend or weekdays. This is what we can do. So if it is going to be there on weekend, then in that case this can be like maybe 50 to 60 days, because it will be there on weekend only. If in case we are going to have on the weekdays, this is how, right? So as of now, I'm planning to have the weekdays only, right? So just think from that perspective, and accordingly we will start. So this is what, like, the overall journey. So 20, 20, 40 days, and like 40 days again, right? So 80 days. So something like that. 80, 90 days means 3 months. You can consider of that it's going to be there to complete for part 1 and part 2. Payment for both together will not be happen. Part 1 payment will be separate. I'm going to, separate the fee, so it will be on lower side, and whoever is willing to attend part 1 only, they can attend only part 1, and if someone is willing to attend only part 2, they can attend part 2 like CDS, AMDP and all those things. So this flexibility will be also there. And I think this is going to be fine for everyone, right? There should not be any problem. What you say? If you think like it's fine, just write capital F over here, and I will take you through the detailed syllabus. And I'm going to evening batch won't be possible at this moment because I'm not available in evening. Okay, only in morning. Okay, fine. So just type capital F. It's fine. Thank you for your confirmation. And now let's go ahead and I will take you through the syllabus. Okay. So this is the syllabus I have converted into the PDF format, which I'm going to cover it in the ABAP on HANA basic. That means in the part 1. Okay. So ABAP on HANA basic, we can also think about the new ABAP. Okay. Because the mostly our focus will be there on the new stuff in the ABAP side. Okay. So class 1 is going to have the why HANA, what is HANA, sidecar scenario, different components of HANA. It's important to understand the HANA database in order to learn this ABAP on HANA concept. So you can see that I'm preparing the fundamentals of ABAP on HANA part 2 as well. In fact, HANA as a digital core, how HANA was possible. So we will be talking about the hardware evolution, like we have now in very cheaper price, great hardware, like SSD we have DDR4 RAM, right? We have the multi-core processor, right? So that's the evolution. And in software evolution term, we got wonderful concept like column storage. Earlier used to be row storage only, right? So these things we'll be discussing in class 1. Under the class 2, we are going to see the benefit of column storage, right? What's the column storage, how it's going to be beneficial in terms of, you know, uh, calculation. So column storage is very powerful concept which improves the performance in order to have the aggregation. So whenever you have to perform the aggregation, this column storage way of storing the data improves the performance multiple times, in fact. So this is a wonderful concept, and this is very helpful from the BI or BW perspective, from the OLAP perspective. Okay, so we'll be discussing this column storage in detail. Okay, what is the insert only approach? We are going to discuss row versus column storage. This is also an important interview question as well, like what's the difference between row storage and column storage. HANA architecture, we are going to see business suite on HANA versus S4 HANA, right? Under the class 3, transformation of table structure from ECC to S4 HANA. Like that, in MM, there are around 25 plus tables which got converted into which table? Right here in the comment box, if you know that particular table in which more than 25 plus tables have been converted into, very good, Mad Dog, super. So ABAP code consideration while migrating from ECC to S4HANA. See, when you are going to migrate from ECC to S4HANA till now, like, around 20,000 customers are there for the SAP, who is using the SAP, right? So who are using the S4HANA, in fact, they got migrated from ECC to S4HANA, right? So similarly, there will be a lot of many customers who is still willing to, migrate into S4HANA. And for them, what are the means how you are going to help them as an ABAPer? What are the codes? How you are going to tackle the codes? How you are going to write the codes? How you are going to adapt the code in S4HANA when you are migrating from ECC to S4HANA? So those we are going to discuss in much detail. What is native SQL, right? Then what is Open SQL? Okay. Then performance guidelines for SAP HANA, performance tuning, these important T codes, right? Different types of SQL, DDL, DML, DQL, DCL. important EPC variant. These are very important. Functional DBS for HANA readiness. These are the different variant which we generally consider while migrating the code from, ECC to S for HANA. So these are the variant we use inside the ATC. So we'll be talking about trace in production. Now easy because of this two wonderful transaction. This also will be discussing. Generally, you won't be able to put the trace in the production, but with the help of this SQLM and SWLT transaction T code, we can put it. Okay, that's possible. Problems with the conventional tool, trace using SQLM. One example, right? We are going to see in detail with the help of example how SQLM SWLT works, how you can put the trace in production system, right? Putting the trace in production system is not easy. Things like generally we don't get authorization or approval to put the trace in production system. Why? Because the existing T code, ST12, ST05, SC30, all those things, what it does that it slows down the system. Okay, because that runs synchronously. So all these things, all these things we are going to discuss why it's good in production. Also, it's not going to have the impact on the performance on the production system, right? So SQLM, SWLT, this is under the class 5. We are going to discuss the different code push down techniques. Okay, so under the different code push down techniques, see, we have one code push down, new open SQL. This is one code push down technique. Another code push down technique is CDS. Okay, one is this new open SQL. This is one code push down technique. Another is the CDS. Another technique is AMDP. Okay, so there are several different code push down techniques we have, but these are the three important and most widely used code push down techniques. One HANA modeling also we can keep it, like in HANA modeling calculation view gets used a lot. So mostly like these four. Okay, mostly like this four. Apart from four, there are three more are there, but those are used not very frequently, or like that kind of obsolete it has been. But these are the very important one we'll be discussing, and these in very much detail, because then only you can become a true S4 HANA ABAP developer or ABAP on HANA developer. Okay, so rule for new open SQL, we are going to see the what is new open SQL, how it is different from the old open SQL. Okay, how we can write the new open SQL. For that, we have some certain rule we have to follow, and then we can write. Defining internal table or work area on fly using the inline declaration means in new open SQL we can perform the means we can do the inline declaration. I will show you in today's demo. Just I will write some code and I will show you. Okay, inner join, left outer join, and right outer join is possible with the new open SQL. We are going to see case and when statement as well in the new open SQL. In new open SQL, we are going to see the college function, concatenate function, existence check, select on internal table is also possible from NetWeaver 7.52. So these things also we are going to see. Check if select on internal table is supported by application server ABAP or not. What is the technique for that? That also will be covering. In the class 7 aggregate function in select query, we are going to see select in subquery, how you can put the select in subquery. Fast data access concept will be looking into. Cross join, what is this and how we can use. Generally we don't use this one, but maybe sometime if you require how you can use this one. CTE, common table expression, very powerful concept, came from 7.51, NetWeaver 7.51, that we are going to see. Cross join with cities, union, real-time use of unions, SQL string functions. So see, all these are the part of new open SQL only, these are all the part of new this class 7. So from here, like class 5, class 6, class 7, class 8. So around 6 hours of content or maybe 7 hours of content. It's there only on the new OpenSQL, you know. So you are going to be like very good in new OpenSQL concept. Class 9, pipe operator, table expression. So we are moving towards the expression based coding. That means the new syntaxes we are going to check. So how to use the pipe operator, table expression. What is this? NetWeaver 7.40. This default keyword. How to use the default keyword in the table expression. Value operator, for operator, multiple indexes on same internal table. This is mind-blowing concept, you know, this multiple indexes on the same internal table. In the class 10, we are going to see the switch operator, switch with let expression. So this is the new syntax we're talking about. Filter operator, corresponding operator. In class 11, we are going to see loop at group by. It's a wonderful concept. This loop at group by. It is a replacement of control break statement, right? At new, at last, at first, at end of like that. So this is the new syntax which we are supposed to use because it runs directly at the ABAP kernel, and which is faster than the control break statement. You know, reduce operator, how we can use the base operator, you know, how to use the alpha exit using the new syntax. We will be also looking into the mesh and mesh types. Just overview I'll be showing you, and for this I have already recorded a YouTube video that I'm going to share. This I will not be sharing, means we are not going to discuss in detail, just overview, and I'll be sharing the recorded videos for this particular mesh and mesh types. Class 12, a string operation with new syntaxes, then the bool C. So these are, again, you can say that the different terminology in the new syntax that we are going to see. That how to debug the new syntax based coding where the result comes in one go, right? How you can debug the new syntax, that's also important. Transparent optimization, right? Then EPM model, here EPM tables, OIA scenario, important tables. And so we are going to see about this EPM model and the OIA scenario and OIA implementation scenario in normal way without new OpenSQL, and OIA implementation using the new OpenSQL, so that you can understand how code push down works actually, means how improves the performance when we use the new OpenSQL, you know. So that new OpenSQL we are going to use in order to achieve the OIA scenario, open item analysis scenario. And you can see how much performance we are going to gain. So I have divided into 12 classes, but I think it will go up to 14 or 15 like that, you know, more than 12 is going for sure, but maximum 15 I will keep, you know. So keep in mind that maximum it is going to be 15 class and maximum it is going to be like 12 class, and morning 7 a.m. to 8:30. Okay, 7 a.m. to 8:30. So this is what we have. And you can ask the question. Some of you were asking the question. Let me take up your question over here. Yes, I will. Sorry, are you not able to see this syllabus? Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, so I thought I'm already sharing. Yes, it was not getting shared. Fine, I will take you through once again. Okay. Sorry. So see here. Hope now you are able to see this syllabus. Can you please confirm if you can see it now? Here, this class one. Fine, thank you. So this is the, I will be sharing this syllabus also, you know, I will be sharing this syllabus also in this WhatsApp group and all where you are there. Okay. Or you can get this syllabus there also, like where you have already registered, you know. I have given one link to register in the LMS. under that course you will be having the access of the syllabus. So there also I will be putting it down, so nothing to worry. Okay, so this is the class 1. I will take you once again to you through this class 2, right? And then this is the class 3. Okay, then this is the class 4, where we'll be discussing about the new performance technique and all these things. In the class 5, again, like the new OpenSQL related stuff. Okay, then in class 6, the college function, concatenate, existence check, and all these things. Select on internal table. Okay, then in this class 7, aggregate function, select in subquery, FTA, cross join, common table expression. Then in class 8, cross join with cities, union, real time use of unions, right? So many things. Then new syntax starts. In class 9, pipe operator, table expression, different flavor of table expression. This is actually big topic. This is just an overview, means this is just a point over here, but it is a big topic, table expression. Okay, so this itself will take around 45 minutes to 1 hour. So that's why, like I'm telling, though it's total 12 class, but it's going to be somewhere like 14 or 15 like that. Okay, so yeah, table expression, then the default keyword, how we can use this default keyword in the table expression, a value operator, for operator, reduce operator, how we can declare the multiple indexes on the same internal table, right? So many things, switch operator, switch with late, filter, corresponding operator, loop at group by, reduce operator, base operator, alpha exit, mesh and mesh types, right? In the class 12, string operation with new syntax, bool c, xsd bool, how to debug the new syntax, transparent optimization, EPM tables, and all these things. OIS scenario we are also going to discuss, because with the help of this we can demonstrate the power of new OpenSQL. It's a kind of real-time business scenario. Okay, so hope now you are able to understand. Yes, I will be sharing. Yes, I will be sharing that the syllabus I will be sharing. Okay, fine. Now I will take you through some of the uh, new OpenSQL related stuff, so that you can understand, okay, this is a very powerful concept and you should know this one. So I will take you through one or two, new OpenSQL related stuff, and it will be helpful to understand what is new OpenSQL and old OpenSQL. Okay, so when people ask over here, what is old OpenSQL and what is new OpenSQL? So let's go and try to understand. So till now, like in the core ABAP, if you are from core ABAP background, so core ABAP itself is a huge syllabus actually. Hope you were able to see this system. I'm sharing my system. Okay, so here slash n SE38 and Z ABAP on HANA demo. Create ABAP on HANA demo. Type executable program. Click on the save button. Local object. So here, see, I want to write first the old OpenSQL. What is old OpenSQL? Old OpenSQL means the conventional SQL when which we are using, you know. So let's suppose you have to fetch some data from the Mara table. So select Matner, mtart, matkl from Mara into table, it underscore Mara up to 10 rows. Okay. So this particular syntax is for the old or new. Who will tell? This particular syntax is for old or new. Just type here. Yeah, this is old syntax. Why? Because old syntax will not be having comma over here. You can see that in between these two fields there is no comma. Old syntax will not be having the host variable started with at the rate. You can see that there is no at the rate before this. So these are the two important points. It will not be having the comma and it will not be having at the rate. If you talk about the new OpenSQL, like if you want to convert this into this, what you will have to do? you have to put the comma over here, and here you have to put at the rate. So now this is your new OpenSQL. New OpenSQL is having very much a rich feature, it is having very much rich feature. Here, see, this is the old OpenSQL. Here you can see that in IT underscore Mara, I'm going to comment the new OpenSQL. Okay, only old OpenSQL is there. When you have to fetch the data from Mara and you have to put into IT underscore Mara, IT underscore Mara must be declared, right? Otherwise, it will give you the error. You can see that IT underscore Mara is not declared. This is what it's telling. So you have to declare this internal table. So I'm going to declare one structure begin of TT underscore Mara, Matner type Matner, mtart type mtart, matkl type matkl, and here end of, so we can keep ts underscore Mara because just we are defining table structure. So the naming convention ts underscore Mara. So the structure we have defined. Now let's quickly declare the IT underscore Mara type table of ts underscore Mara. So this is your internal table. Now if you check the syntax, it will not be any error, and you will be able to see the output also. So cl underscore demo underscore output, we can use this utility class and display the IT underscore Mara output. Check the syntax, activate it, and just run this one. And you can see that it's displaying 10 records, right? Old OpenSQL is working fine. Now see the power of new OpenSQL, how powerful this new OpenSQL is. I'm just going to comment everything. See, here in the new OpenSQL, what we'll have to do that, what you can do that, in fact, IT underscore Mara, you can declare on fly. Means here itself at design time, here with the help of this, you can declare here itself. You don't have to go and explicitly declare this structure and then declare this internal table. Not required. These many lines of code is not required. What you can do, you can use the inline declaration. You can use the inline declaration. Just you have to put data over here. Just you have to put what? Data. And automatically IT underscore Mara will be having three components: Matner, mtart, and matkl. And how its type will be determined? Its type will be determined from Mara. So how the system will go and check? It will go to the Mara table and it will check its Matner and its type. So type is Matner. Then what I'm using? I'm using mtart. So it will check mtart and it will check its type mtart. It will check matkl and it will check its type. So from this Mara table itself, internally, it will go and check its type and declare accordingly this IT underscore Mara. You know, so this is known as inline declaration. So for what is the step of defining the internal table in the new OpenSQL? Just you have to use the data keyword. That's it. This is, and because this is the host variable means ABAP variable. Okay, ABAP variable means what? Which we are defining inside the ABAP. You can see that IT underscore Mara here we are defining. So this is ABAP variable. IT underscore Mara in the new uh OpenSQL, I'm defining it over here. So this is a what? This is a ABAP variable. This is the host variable. ABAP variable is known as the host variable. Why we need to have host variable and guest variable, right? This is your guest, Matner, mtart, matkl, because it's coming from where? It's coming from the table, database table. So this is your guest and this is your host, right? This is your host, mejban, and these are mehman, right? It is going to welcome, this is going to welcome these three. So we have two types of variable from the SQL point of view. One is the host and another is the what? Guest, right? So these are foreign foreign variable also we can tell, but there is no such terminology like guest or something like that. This I'm telling myself. But host variable you will come across, host variable, this is known as host variable. So all the above variable which is declared inside the report, that is known as host variable. Hope it's clear for everyone, right? So data you have to use, and before host variable you have to use at the rate. So whatever the variable you declare here, everything is the host variable, and whenever you are going to use before that you have to use at the rate. For example, see, if you are going to use a where condition over here, let's suppose you are going to use Matner equals to some LV underscore Matner, and LV underscore Matner, here you are going to define data LV underscore Matner type Matner, and maybe it's having some value. Let's suppose some value just randomly I have taken it over here. So this is again one what your host variable, right? This is again your above variable. So if you want to put it over here before this, what you have to do, tell me, at the rate. So before each host variable you have to use at the rate. Okay, and between the fields you have to use the comma. This is what the concept is there for the old OpenSQL and new OpenSQL. So if you check the syntax, there will not be any error. See here, there is no error. And again, what you can do using this particular utility class, we can display the output. Okay, so now also you can display the output. Check the syntax over here, click on this activate and press F8. So you can see that there is no data. Why? Because the where condition is failing, right? I'm using this LV underscore Matner. So we can comment this and directly we can get up to 10 rows. See, the 10 records is coming over here. So did you understand what is old OpenSQL and what is new OpenSQL, right? If you understood, just type yes. And see, this is just the basics of new OpenSQL. In this new OpenSQL, there are many things actually, which I have taken you through this, syllabus. Okay. So already some of you have attended, right? My previous ABAP on HANA course. So you can join it for free. You don't have to, you just register it over there. I'm going to give you one coupon code and you can apply that coupon code and you can register for free. Okay. It will be a revision for you and it will be a great learning. Fine. So those like who have already attended, Hitesh is here, I think. Uh, Hitesh, are you there? Any one of you have already attended my previous ABAP on HANA? If yes, just let me know over here. Yeah, Anita. Fine. Good. So what I'm going to do that I'm going to unmute one of you and just let the other know how have been your experience, uh, about that ABAP on HANA. Where was it helpful for you, or how we are feeling, like how much it was value added for you, and how easy or difficult was it for you to understand? So maybe I'm going to unmute Arun or Rahul or Anita, anyone. Let me uh, unmute it so so that the other can get the confidence. This is just the purpose. So Arun, you can just let me know your year of experience, and you can tell the experience, like if you have attended already this ABAP on HANA, right? I have unmuted you, Arun.
Uh, Hello, Pankaj. Can you
Yeah,
able to hear me?
yes, Arun. Yeah, yes.
Yeah, yes. I'm actually
Mm-hmm.
continued. I'm a student of Pankaj. Yeah. I have 10 years of experience, and also in learning purpose, I'm still student only. I'm actually one of the class like ABAP on
Your
HANA.
voice is not clear, Arun. Sorry to interrupt you, but your voice is not clear. Like it's not coming clearly.
Hello, can you hear me now?
I
Hello.
think some problem is there with the microphone, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Okay. No problem, no problem. I will unmute the Rahul maybe, and he will be putting some point, or maybe Anita also she's there. Yes. Where is? Yeah, Rahul. Hi, Rahul.
Hello. Hello. Yeah, hi Pankaj.
Yeah,
Am I
Rahul. Yeah,
audible?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you are audible. You have already attended ABAP on HANA, right?
Yes. I attended the last.
Fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
and it was quite helpful. How they.
Okay.
Uh,
Hmm.
uh, so
So
it
can you
was.
share your experience like new syntaxes and new OpenSQL, how it was helpful, and were you able to learn some significant stuff during
Yeah, the
those
same thing like
classes?
the new
Hmm.
OpenSQL. Actually, I started using into my code also. So that was
Hmm.
really helpful. You know, and
Good, good, good. And in that, like you have attended the class regularly, right? The CDS, MDP, and all those things, correct?
yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend fully. That's why I want to revise it.
Okay,
So
okay.
it's
You
an
can
excellent
revise
skill.
for, you don't have to pay it once again or something like that. I'll be giving you the coupon code and all. You can revise. Okay,
Sure.
fine, fine. So, okay, Anita, I'm just going to unmute Anita. Anita, you can share your experience, how it was that the ABAP on HANA course.
Yes, sir. ABAP on HANA course, it was very helpful for me, especially for the new job skill to get added into my resume. So it gave a good weightage. I was able to answer a few questions in the interviews, though they were quite impressed. So this actually pushed my salary scale to a higher level. I have to be very frank. I was not able to complete the full course, as you know that I was going through, like I was carrying my pregnancy, and also I would want to revise it again. So thank you very much for this opportunity, and I'm sure all of us would benefit out of this. It's quite simple and very easy to understand compared to other trainers who are available online. Like if you go and see Anubhavs and all, it'll be little complicated, not easy for a fresher to understand. But your videos and the way of teaching would be very easy, very simple, and I could incorporate it into my project as well.
Yeah, fine. See, we should not, I think, talk about other trainers. Anvo sir is doing excellent in his field, and I think he's like inspiration for many of people, and I'm also following him. I have to accept, So it's fine that, Anita, thank you for your wonderful words about me. And yes, and hope like if you are willing to continue this course, this basics and all this means ABAP on HANA basics. And uh, if you want to continue this journey, what I will do that, I will be sharing the link and in this WhatsApp group in which you are already. You can register over there, and we are going to start the session from Monday morning, 7 a.m. Okay. So hope this is fine for everyone. In case if you have any query or question, you can just raise your hand, and uh, you can ask the question. I will unmute you, and you can ask the question in case if you have any query, any question. Okay. So any query, any question, if you have, you can just go and ask any query. Okay. Uh, Anita,
I want
Anita,
to hello. Am I audible?
yeah, Yes, Mahesh. Yeah, you are audible. Yes.
So, is there only one batch at 7 o'clock or maybe other timing? Because that is not feasible
Morning
for me.
only. It will be there in morning 7, or maybe like if most of the people are okay with 7:30, that this much we can do. Morning only we have. Actually, I'm available in morning only. No. Yes.
Maybe any timing in the evening, because actually I'm working from the office, so I need to get up, go to office by 7:30. Means I need to start my journey from 7:30. So it's not visible in the morning. Maybe in the evening, 7:38. That will be very great. If you have any batches on that timing.
Mhm. Evening, no, it's not possible at this moment, Mahesh. Maybe you can refer the recordings then. Or we have the regular inner circle on Sunday evening 8:30. In case if you have any doubt, you can in evening you can ask on Sunday. So this is also like if you're going to join this course, you are going to be part of the community where we conduct on each Sunday evening, uh, like 8:30 p.m. If you
Okay.
have any query question, you can ask over there. Okay. This is
Okay.
what we can do. Fee structure is going to be like for this basic, I was thinking to put it 5K, but I'm going to give the discount on this, and you will just have to pay 3,999, 4K. So just you have to pay for this basic training 4K. And again, like for the part 2, when I'm going to start, then there like you have to again pay for part 2, because the main course has been splitted into. So I have just divided the fee into two parts. Okay. So I'll be sharing the link there. You can join, and we are going to start from Monday. Okay. Anyone, any question, anything, or else we can stop it over here. So thank you. Yeah, Anita. Yes. Yes, yes. So in the code hackathon, yes, and code hackathon also you can join, right? Like and Anita and some people are conducting on a regular basis that code hackathon. There you can join and you can practice for code. You know. Uh, so again, like see all those things, whatever I'm telling, your own motivation should be there, because in order to join the class also, it does not matter how many times I'm going to start this class, 2 times, 3 times. You have to motivate yourself to attend regularly and get out maximum. We have also like regular inner circle call, right? On weekend, on each Sunday we have. So there also we discuss so many good things, right? Some problems, some queries, some project related stuff. There we discuss the questions of each and everyone if they are having the question, of course, right? And we help to each other. So there also you can join. So there are so many benefits of in fact coming into this community. And see, like this is what my plan as of now, at least, that for the same course, I'm thinking you can revise like multiple times and you don't have to pay like again. you know so this is what, and hope you got some insight about this course. And let's see and meet on Monday morning. I'm going to share the link there in the group. There you can go and join. Okay. Rakesh, are you there? You have asked some question how to handle the large volume data updation in AMDP. Yeah, we'll be discussing. See, this is not so like easy question. Large volume of data updation. Again, like how much large volume, you know, all these things depends, and what problem you are facing. So depends on the problem, depends on the scenario, we can discuss the solution. you know so it's a very generic kind of question. Large volume of, see, even a small volume of data or large volume of data, right? So you can do in maybe you can use the loop, right? You can split the data, large volume of data, into a small chunk. Like if it is giving some dump or memory out issue, you can split into chunk and then you can update. This can be one approach. Okay. Okay, I think I have given all the answer for everyone, and now we can stop it over here. Thank you very much for attending this session, and let's meet on the Monday. Please go and register into this course. Okay, and we'll meet over there. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.